Well, meanwhile, King Goodwill Zwelithini has been lauded for his role in promoting social cohesion. Jacinta Ngobese, who is originally from KwaMashu in Durban, initiated a program aimed at uniting people from different racial and cultural backgrounds in KwaZulu-Natal. And through the Isibaya Community Trust, King Goodwill Zwelithini was instrumental in supporting initiatives such as the one started by Jacinta Ngobese. She joins us now live via Zoom from Durban in KwaZulu-Natal. A very good afternoon to you, Jacinta. Thank you so very much for giving us your time here on SABC News.
Good afternoon, Flo, and thank you so much for the opportunity. I do appreciate it.
You're most welcome. Of course, you're a recipient of the Goodwill of the King, and of course, you started the We Are One festival. Talk to us about how the King got involved in this and how you were able to get him to support this project, and also what it is about, essentially.
I'd like to say that firstly, my deepest condolences to the entire Zulu nation, kakhulukazi umndeni oMageba, abantwana bonke nesizwe sonke samaZulu. It's a very sad day for us as young people, especially because there's so much that the King had said he would like to see happen, especially in terms of unity for the different races that we have in the country. How it all started was when the King was introduced to myself by Mr. Vivian Reddy, who had partnered with me to make sure that we make the We Are One festival a possibility. I am from KwaMashu, and my neighboring communities are an Indian community and colored community mostly, which is Newlands and Phoenix. So when the We Are One festival concept came about, it was during a time where there was a lot of fighting and division amongst us as people who are classified as blacks during apartheid. So I did approach Mr. Vivian Reddy, and he did say we must go to Isilo Samabanja to get his blessings and also for him to contribute towards the initiative. And he was so happy in the sense that he shared a story with me which really touched me, and I remember that story till today. He told me that in KwaMashu khona Sesilo, which is a place that we usually used to frequent as children, because we always used to be in awe of this place because the King used to come there, and he would tell me how he used to walk and live between Phoenix and KwaMashu, and how for him there were cane lands, and he used to walk through this and try to make a living out of it. So that's a story that I really held close to my heart, and it made me reassured that the initiative of bringing people together is really an important one. And he really was a unifying king. He was a humble person. And I remember the first time I met him, it was at an event, and the security was surrounding him, and I was standing there just looking at him in awe. And he just said to me, "Mtanam, wars." And I almost fell down because I didn't expect him to say to me, like an ordinary Jacinta, to come to him and greet him, and he defied his own security. That to me spoke of a truly great man.
Yeah, and I'm sure your project now is so much more important to you. You know, when someone who's passed on contributed so much to something that we worked on, it becomes more important to us. And no doubt you will work hard in terms of keeping the project alive. So, apart from the issues of, COVID-19, social distancing, and the pandemic that we're in, of course, we have to bear that in mind. But going forward, where would you like to see your project going, the We Are One festival, and really just bearing in mind that this is something that got the blessings of the King?
Yes. So the whole concept behind We Are One Festival is that as a young person, I did realize that in 1994, 1995, there was sports. The Rugby World Cup really did unite us as a nation. And I did realize that in 2010, the World Cup, the Football World Cup, united us. There was no barriers as to I'm this race, I'm that race. And I realized that there's a lot of power that's there in sports. And also in music, there's a lot that goes on that brings us together that we're similar about when it comes to music. So the concept started where the We Are One Festival was about a 2-day event where the first day is about bringing people together through sports. There's a fun walk. There's the fun walk is from Phoenix to KwaMashu. There's football games between Phoenix, KwaMashu, Newlands, all these other places. Then there was also a rugby match. There's also some other activities that go in netball. And it's really lovely to watch people come together because of sports. And also the next day, we then move on to music. So we have different musicians, different artists that take the platform and the stage to perform. And people are singing together in song. It's really beautiful to watch. And then there's a fun fair for kids. All of this is a symbolic of the family structure, which I know Isibaya was really big on. It's symbolic of reuniting people of different races. So we don't look at each other as Indian and colored and black, but we look at each other as people. So I think this is a very significant thing that he did, Isibaya did, and I would like to carry the torch on, and I do believe his blessings will keep me pushing no matter how hard it gets, because it does get hard to bring people together. There's so many things and issues that people are still holding on to that make it very difficult. But I believe that every single year, some more and more people will actually come on board and realize how important it is.
All right, and all the best to you, and no doubt you'll make the best of us, Jacinta. Thank you for giving us your time, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So that's Jacinta Ngobese from the We Are One festival, which got the blessings of the king, and it did make sense. I mean, we've been hearing information. Some of us didn't know that the king really loved music, so no doubt he would support something like this.